one of the most mysterious and legendary texts of ancient Egypt, the Book of the Dead. It contains magical texts, spells, and instructions used to facilitate the passage of the dead into the afterlife. Here is the story of this book and the mysteries surrounding it. The Book of the Dead originated in 1550 BC during the New Kingdom. These books were placed in the graves of the dead and contained magical texts, spells, and instructions to guide their souls. These texts helped the dead to stand trial in the court of the gods and eventually reach the afterlife. The Book of the Dead was usually written on papyrus and found inside the tomb. These books contained instructions to teach the souls of the dead how to behave in the afterlife. There are many legends around the Book of the Dead. Some believe that these books are magical. For example, according to one legend, the souls of those who possess these books will be protected in the afterlife. According to another legend, the souls of those who read these books are also protected in the afterlife. These legends add to the mysteries surrounding the Book of the Dead. Some authentic examples of the Book of the Dead still exist. For example, the Ani Papyrus in the British Museum is an example of a Book of the Dead dating from 1250 BC. This papyrus contains magical texts and instructions to guide the spirits of the dead. There are also many examples of the Book of the Dead in other museums. They remain an important resource for historians and Egyptologists. In Egyptian mythology, Osiris is a central figure as the god of death and rebirth. The chapters in the Book of the Dead are full of Osiris's judgment and the tests that souls must pass before they can appear before him. For example, in the chapter Journey After Death, the process of the soul's transition to the other world, Amentet, is described in detail. Here it is explained that the soul's heart must be weighed with the feather of Maat. If the heart was heavier than the feather, it was believed that the soul would go to hell and suffer various punishments there. This reflects the ancient Egyptians' sense of justice and the importance of being virtuous in every moment of their lives. Another little-known detail is the incantations found in some texts. These are powerful phrases that must be recited during a specific ritual to protect the soul of the deceased. These incantations help protect the soul from evil spirits or dangers. People who believed in the power of these words kept these texts in papyri, placed in their graves to protect the souls of their loved ones. At that time, the Book of the Dead was not only a text placed on graves, but also reflected the general beliefs of society. People prepared for their journey to the afterlife by memorizing these texts throughout their lives. The ritual of families reading these texts when they lost their loved ones became a tradition that increased social solidarity. One of the most interesting aspects of the Book of the Dead is the different versions that have developed over time. Many papyrus specimens contain different chapters and interpretations. This reflects the diversity and changing belief systems in Egyptian culture. In famous examples, such as the Ani Papyrus, for example, there are clues to individual spiritual journeys, as well as how social values were shaped. In conclusion, the Book of the Dead is a treasure that reflects the deep beliefs and cultural richness of ancient Egypt. It is not only a guide to the afterlife, but also a source that questions the meaning of life and sheds light on the depths of the human soul. This is why the mysteries of the Book of the Dead continue to amaze and fascinate people thousands of years later. Let us know what you think about our video in the comments. Our channel will continue to carry information from dusty libraries. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications.